Hi, it's Sharon. From chronic pain to health, a healing journey from the heart. Today I want to talk to you about self-care. Self-care is really important for those of us that are in the midst of chronic illness. And I wanted to just highlight a couple of things that I focus on. So one of the first things I focus on at the beginning of the day is meditation. And sometimes I kind of feel like that's mostly extra sleep or rest time for me. But I'm using a meditation app called Insight Timer. And so some of those times I will meditate just to the timer part of it. So I will set a time limit and meditate silently. Other times I will use selections from the app itself, and there's hundreds and hundreds of meditations to choose from. Everything from forest sounds to ocean sounds to you name it, they have it. One of my favorites is Tibetan bowls and gongs and crystal bowls, and I really love the sound that it creates and how it resonates in my body. It gets me off to a positive start. The other thing I like to do is a little bit of exercise, and I have struggled over the years with how much exercise I can do before I feel pain and inflammation the next day. So sometimes I'm in a really good phase where I can, walk an hour every day without problem, and other times like now I can do very little before I am tired. But it's important to try and still be mobile and do a little bit, and a little bit I understand. So if somebody says, oh, you need to do weights, lift 3 pounds or 5 pounds, or laughing at you because you can't lift 10 pounds. Well, if you can only pick up a 5-ounce can of tomato paste or a 7-ounce can of tuna, that's okay. Start where you can start. And if that's too heavy, then just start with basic body movement. So I will be increasing my physical activity when I can. I've had to lay off the last few weeks, just recovering from a bout of exhaustion, but I've been feeling better the last week. So I am back taking some stairs in the building that we live in, but not all the stairs. The other thing I recommend is dietary changes, and I have changed my diet significantly over the years, and one of the first things we gave up was meat and dairy. And what I found actually after we gave up meat and dairy is that I had a better time during which I recovered from physical exertion. So normally I would get pain and stiffness, and now without eating meat and dairy, I actually had an improved recovery time. So it's pretty interesting for me. A few years ago, I was suffering from significant brain fog, and I mean, like, I couldn't actually conclude a thought until 4:30 or 5 in the afternoon, and that's not very helpful in the line of work that I'm in. And I was getting a lot of energy late at night, so 10:30, 11 o'clock, it's time to go to bed, and guess what? I have a whole ton of energy. That's a pretty good sign of adrenal fatigue, actually, if you're getting energy late in the evening. But what I found was when I stopped eating gluten, after about 3 weeks, my brain fog went away. The other thing in this treatment protocol that I'm doing is I need to also stay dairy-free, soy-free, and sugar-free. And I've actually been fairly good in those regards over the last number of years, in the last 2 years specifically with the sugar-free. And but I do need to tighten that up. So gluten-free, dairy-free, soy-free, and sugar-free. And those are all related to healing from chronic infections and chronic viruses. So if you have any of these issues, as challenging as it is really important to watch your diet and really make every bite count. Make every step count during your day, and make every moment count if you can, to start your day off right. So I hope that was a little bit helpful for you, and feel free to reach out and ask any questions that you like. Take care, and we'll see you again. Bye.